Look, at my age, you know I've been to a lot of doctors. Healthcare partners, they really care. They're concerned about your health. They're all the best. I am Roberta, and I am a healthcare partner. Visit hcpnv.com to hear my story.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by the St. Therese Mission, a future venue for cultural and environmental events near Pahrump. Get involved. Visit us at sttheresemission.com or call 702-507-4172.
Tonight on News 46, meet the spokesperson for the Congress of Racial Equality.
A fundraiser is held for a local battling cancer.
The band Route 66 performs at Sanders Family Winery. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rhonda Van Winkle and Jason Koblenz. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
It's Monday, September 9th, 2013. I'm Rhonda Van Winkle.
And I'm Jason Koblenz for News 46.
Tonight, a special town hall meeting will be held at the County Commissioner's Chambers at the Calvada Eye for the public to attend. If you want to know how healthcare reform will affect you, you may want to attend. The director of Silver State Health Insurance Exchange and Nevada Health Link will be presenting information on Nevada Health Link. Nevada Health Link is a brand new marketplace where Nevada consumers and small businesses can shop for, compare, and purchase quality health insurance plans with ease. The meeting will be held from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Residents in Trout Canyon have been without running water since the Carpenter 1 wildfire last month. The group just learned about another setback last week due to last week's weekend storm. Residents learned that the storm washed away most of the 3-mile pipeline that crews had been working on 7 days a week to restore.
A fundraiser will be held this weekend at Low Life Tattoo Shop on Loop Road to benefit a local mother and grandmother who is battling cancer for the second time.
Roxanne Hauser, she was diagnosed with cancer again for the second time. And unfortunately, she is not covered by insurance, so we are trying to raise money for her medical bills because they're so outstanding. And we're going to have a car wash for her, and there's going to, do you want me to go in description? Or?
Sure.
Yeah, it's going to be at Low Life Tattoo, and we're going to have a car wash where you can have free, like, hamburgers, hot dogs. There's going to be DJs, bands, raffles. Also, there's $20 tattoos for breast cancer awareness that he'll be doing also. So, but it would be good for everyone to come out.
So the breast cancer awareness tattoos is going to be the pink tattoo, is that right?
Yes. Or you can, he also designed other stuff, like if you're a guy, maybe you don't want that. There's like skull ones that you can do, or anything, but the proceeds for that also go to her.
Wow.
Yes.
Fabulous. So this car wash is going to be held on what date?
September 14th.
And it's just kind of a whole event. It's not just a car wash, but there are some deals on the car wash, isn't there?
Yes. It's $20 for if you do the car wash. You get the join a raffle where they'll be auctioning off or raffling off. I'm sorry, things from around town. We have manicures, oil changes to like haircuts, restaurant deals, and all good stuff like that.
So how much are the raffle tickets?
The raffle is $20, and that gets you included on everything.
Wow.
Yeah. Or you can just show up and you can just like support either or. Yeah.
So are you guys still taking in more items if businesses would like to donate for the raffle too as well?
Yes, we are actually. Yes.
And then the Low Life Tattoo is located where?
Low Life is where the old Ace was.
Niger Innes is the national spokesperson for the CORE, Congress of Racial Equality. Niger is also an MSNBC commentator, a political consultant, and serves on the board of advisors of the Allegiance for Marriage Foundation, an organization which advocates against same-sex marriage. News 46 spoke to Niger during his recent visit to Pahrump.
CORE is a 70-year-old civil rights organization established in 1942. Actually, we're 70 plus years old. And today, the things that we're working on, because obviously we've made a great deal of accomplishment, and this is something that all Americans should be proud of. Where we have come is a minor miracle, quite frankly. No country has changed as quickly as we have, relatively peacefully. I mean, you look at what's happening in Syria, you look at what the warfare in Iraq and throughout the Middle East and Africa and other parts of the world. America truly is a shining beacon, and we are doing our best to keep it that way. We have a program called Join America in North Las Vegas, where permanent residents that are here legally, and when we become citizens, have to go through our class to learn English, learn about the Constitution, learn about the Bill of Rights, the fact that the Bill of Rights are our insurance policy as individuals. In fact, I like to say the first civil rights movement was the fight for the Bill of Rights within the Constitution. We're having a splendid time doing that. And what I think is most striking about the class are the students. You know, these are mostly adults. Some of them have been here for a couple of decades, and they have not had the opportunity to learn basic understanding of American history, American civics, our Constitution, and they appreciate it so much. And so my message to those who are patriots, those who believe in limited government, believe in our Constitution, believe in our Bill of Rights, well, don't keep that to yourself. Preach it, promote it, and, you know, don't preach to the choir. Go outside of the choir, go into communities where they are hungering for this kind of information and this kind of knowledge. It's a national organization. Our traditional headquarters is in New York City, but soon our headquarters will be right out here, not too far from here, in North Las Vegas. And we're definitely focusing on immigration and assimilation, because I think, you know, in the whole debate, the rancorous debate around immigration, the issue that is not discussed nearly enough is the issue of assimilation, and that's a crisis. Okay, it's a crisis not just with immigrants; it's a crisis with folk that have been here generations and don't know about our Constitution, don't know about our Bill of Rights. Think of George Washington and Thomas Jefferson as dead white men. They've been referred to, and that's nonsense. That undermines their ability to really maximize the greatest country in the history of mankind. We're nonpartisan, and we have a board that is mixed up of Democrats and Republicans and independents. There's no question that if you compare CORE to the NAACP nationally, or to Al Sharpton or Jesse Jackson, we're definitely much more mainstream, much more conservative. Civil rights are rights that come from God, are universal. And, you know, people say to me, how could, because I also work for the TeaParty.net. I'm the chief strategist for the 3 million strong TeaParty.net. And people say to me, how can you work for CORE and for the TeaParty.net? I says, those folk are fighting for the same things, they just don't know it.
Can you tell what is wrong with somebody just by looking at them medically? After this break, we'll show you one person that says he can.
What if you could see health problems before they're diagnosed? This man says he can.
If it's something they need to take action on, I'll say, you know, you need to move pretty quickly on this.
We'll put him to the test next on Prescription Health.
That would have you prevail over any illness.
Loud noises, or genetic, or
Could
maybe
be.
both?
Or both.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Children's Dentistry of Pahrump, specializing in sedation dentistry, now accepting adult patients. Call now for free IV sedation with dental implant, 751-2184.
Welcome back to News 46. Preventative medicine is your best strategy for long-term health. However, regular screenings can only catch so much, unless perhaps your doctor is a medical intuitive. Celine MacArthur introduces you to a man who has received some national attention for his claims that he can diagnose your health problems by simply looking at you.
This health tip is brought to you by Humana.
Visit our local office in the Pahrump Valley Junction Shopping Center or call 775-727-0871.
Gabby Rodriguez didn't know what to expect when she called medical intuitive John Cordham.
I saw him on Dr. Oz.
John told her something was going on with her blood.
And I was able to take that and go back to my doctor and say, could I have some further testing done?
Testing by her doctor revealed an autoimmune disease. John says, much like how we know boiling water is hot without having to touch it, he perceives textured properties on the face, each linked to an organ system.
This biological language lives within you, and it's your body's way of expressing imbalances.
Take a thyroid problem. John perceives a sponge-like texture on the cheeks. For issues with the breasts?
I perceive a vertical texture.
After taking his course, Pamela Finkbeiner realized she had a left breast indicator. A biopsy by her doctor revealed
the cancer that's in the milk ducts itself.
We put John's technique to the test. Nisa Riccardi has never met John.
I am fascinated to see what he can come up with.
John begins.
There's a little bit of a hearing indication. It's not bad.
Nisa says her ears have been ringing.
You've got a mild liver indication.
John also picks up on a digestion problem.
I had severe reflux in the past.
But I perceive a thyroid indication.
Yes, Nisa does have hypothyroidism. The only thing he missed?
He didn't pick up on adrenal, and I've been also diagnosed with adrenal fatigue.
So, is he a medical prophet or just out for profit? We'll leave it for you to decide. I'm Celine MacArthur, reporting.
If you're interested in getting a consult with Cordham, it'll cost you $495. That's not covered by health insurance. There are many doctors who aren't supporters of medical intuitivism. However, researchers put the Cordham technique to the test in a study in Bethesda, Maryland in 2001. The 16-month study took patients with documented diseases and had John assess them. He was found to have a 93% accuracy rate.
And now we'll take a turn. A shocking video has been placed on YouTube from an Ohio man who makes a heartfelt confession stating, "I killed a man." Matt Cordell confesses to drinking and driving, killing a man while intoxicated before he was charged or any charges had ever been filed. The 22-year-old's video is shocking because he candidly states his remorse and is ready to face his consequences for his actions. Cordell is now being charged with the death of 61-year-old Vincent Canzani in a drunken driving crash taking place in June. Attorneys that Cordell consulted offered to help him avoid any punishment, but Cordell decided to pay for his crime as long as he could put out a message to stop anyone else from doing the same. He produced and posted the video without the knowledge of his defense attorney or the prosecutor.
And I struck a car. I killed a man. Immediately following that, I consulted some high-powered attorneys who told me stories about similar cases where the drivers got off. They were convinced that they could get my blood test thrown out, and all I would have to do for that was lie. Well, I won't go down that path.
My name is Matthew Cordell, and on June 22nd, 2013, I hit and killed Vincent Canzani. This video will act as my confession. When I get charged, I will plead guilty and take full responsibility for everything I've done to Vincent and his family.
Over 120 years after Vincent van Gogh's death, a new painting by the Dutch master has come to light. The Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam, which holds the largest collection of the artist's work, announced today the discovery of the newly identified painting, a landscape titled Sunset at Montmajour. A discovery of this magnitude has never before occurred in the history of the Van Gogh Museum. Van Gogh is believed to have completed the relatively large painting in 1888, 2 years before his death.